Hey, my YouTubers and everyone in the world. Today is June the 20th. The time is now 10:12 a.m., guys. Today is going to be a beautiful Thursday all day. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and that notification bell so you can see more of me. Now, today's topic is going to be 10 suicidal warning signs, and this is going to be part one. I feel like this is way more common than we can imagine. And the scary part about this is that a lot of people do have suicidal thoughts and they don't express it to anyone else. And that's what's so scary about it. But I made sure that I wrote everything down to make sure that I cover everything because I feel like this topic is very sensitive and it's really, really important that we know what's going on. So, the first warning sign to look out for is talking about wanting to die or kill yourself. When people are suicidal, they often talk about wanting to die or kill themselves. Hold on one second. The scary part about that is that this is definitely a sign that the person is obviously suicidal, and that's scary. Now, the second sign to look out for when you having suicidal thoughts is looking for ways to kill yourself. Now, if you are looking for ways to obviously harm yourself, that shows that you are under a very deep depression. And not only that, guys, it also shows that you obviously don't want to live anymore. Sometimes what we need is someone to talk to. But we're going to get into everything else as far as the solutions to these problems in part two. Now, the third warning sign to know that you are having these suicidal thoughts is talking about feeling hopeless and having no purpose in life. A lot of times when people are suicidal, they often feel hopeless. They feel like, what's the point in continuing to live if certain situations are taking place? And that is a very scary thing to feel, like you have no purpose in life, like no one's going to care whether you live or die. That is a scary thing. So that's another warning sign. The fourth warning sign to know that you may be having suicidal thoughts is talking about being a burden to others. If you feel like you are a burden to others, even if you're not, but you feel that way, that's not good either, because that makes you, like I said, that makes you feel like your life has no purpose or no meaning. It makes you feel useless. It makes you feel like if you live or die, no one would care. And that may not be the case, but in your mind, it seems real. Now, the fifth sign to know that you may be having these suicidal thoughts is increased use of alcohol and drugs. Now, this happens way more often than you know. A lot of times when people are extremely depressed or suicidal, they often turn to alcohol and drugs to help them get through that moment because they're probably not strong enough to deal with it on a mental and sober on a sober mindset. So they turn to alcohol heavy, they turn to drugs heavy, and the life just keeps going down from there because I mean, it's not a positive path at all. Now, the sixth sign to know that you may be having suicidal thoughts is if you may be suicidal is if you're sleeping too much or sleeping too little. People who are suicidal often sleep 9, 10, 11 hours sometimes in a day, and that is not normal. Yes, getting the proper amount of rest is a positive, but there is a such thing as sleeping too much, or even if you're sleeping only 3 or 4 hours in a day, that shows that there's something mentally wrong. Now, the seventh sign to know that you may be having suicidal thoughts is withdrawing or feeling isolated. Like people who are depressed or suicidal often withdraw from their family, their friends. They isolate themselves. They don't want to be bothered with other people. And I mean, maybe because they're just mentally not there to be around other people, but that is definitely a thumbs down. That's not good because if you're having these negative thoughts and then you're by yourself all the time, you're always going to be in your head. And the problem with that is you will come up with different ways on how to harm yourself or maybe even harm others. So that's not good. But people who are suicidal, they often withdraw. They stay away from people. They're depressed. They find excuses for not going out. They stay in the house all the time. And that is not a positive thing. Now, the eighth sign to look out for to know if you're having these suicidal thoughts is showing rage or seeking revenge on people. People who are suicidal are very angry a lot. Maybe from different past experiences or something they may be experiencing right now. But the problem with that is they seek revenge on people who did something to them in the past, or even someone who might have made a mistake, and they have so much pent up anger that they're ready to take it out on anybody. So yes, that is a sign that a person may be suicidal. Now, the ninth sign to look out for if you may be suicidal is displaying extreme mood swings. I feel like a person who is suicidal will be happy one minute and very upset the next, or having a good time one minute and just down and out the next. When they have those type of extreme mood swings, you have to be cautious of people like that, because you never know when this person might just flip out on you. It's a scary thing. Now, the 10th sign to look out for, guys, if a person is suicidal, is acting aggravated or reckless. People who are suicidal feel like they don't have anything to lose. Or even if they are extremely successful, they don't even care if they lose everything that they work hard for. They become extremely reckless and dangerous, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to either make themselves harm themselves in some type of way or harm someone else. So a person who is extremely reckless is not afraid to die. And that is scary. But I hope that those 10 signs that we talked about to let you guys know more about the warning signs of being suicidal helps you guys. And like I said before, guys, this was part 1. Part 2 is going to come up as soon as possible. But if you like this video, guys, make sure to give this video a huge thumbs up. And like I always say, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And of course, visit my website at shoploveronline.com. Until next time, guys, peace.